Welcome to Gaming Daddies, the podcast where fatherhood meets the digital grind. I'm Chris, one of your three gaming daddies, and each week the three of us sit down to talk about the games we're playing, how we balance gaming with family life, and the big conversations happening in the gaming world. This week we share our impressions of the newest Diablo DLC, Lord of Hatred, our reactions to the reveal of Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, some PC struggles and good news, and celebrate some end-of-year excitement for us, the directors. We will wrap up today's episode with Show Us Your Game Room. That's right, you heard it right. This is where we will share what our game rooms look like and you will pass judgment. And maybe what we want them to look like. So join us as we roll the chaos on this week's episode of Gaming Daddies. Gentlemen, how are y'all?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
A little tired, not gonna lie.
A little tired?
Mm-hmm.
A little tired. So, let's just get into it. What's everyone been playing this past week?
For me, same old, same old. Throwing down some football
That's right,
until some new stuff comes out.
as you should.
Well, I mean, y'all already know that I'm playing Diablo, so.
Yeah, I saw that screenshot or that picture you sent last night.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I have not begun that yet. So how's football treating you, Jay? Are you undefeated?
Lost one game. We're playing as Kent State.
Interesting.
Anyway, it's just good time game, you know?
Yeah. Well, good.
I don't take it too seriously.
Well,
just blow off some steam.
there you go. Yeah. How is let's save your DLC impressions for the opening segment or for the next segment here. So this past week, I've actually found myself gaming a little bit more than I have been recently. So let's see. I'm playing Octopath Traveler on Switch, or on the Switch 2, I should say. And I'm through everybody's introductory chapter. So I have I have all characters. So now I'm working on the second chapter and kind of working my way through all that. Awesome JRPG, tons of reading. The stories are pretty good so far. It's more or less the big issue I have right now is figuring out the side quests, how to really do all that. But I don't think I think it's a skill issue. I just don't understand the system yet. Let's see. I have intentions to pick up Return of Samus and pick up where I left off on that. I have the 3DS charged and ready to go. And I don't know if you noticed, but I streamed a little bit last night.
Did.
Yeah. So there's a game that's out on Game Preview right now. You can get it on Xbox. I'm pretty sure you can get it pretty well anywhere, probably Steam and all that stuff too. So it's basically like the beta or the late alpha, and it's something like that for a game called Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era. And like I've stated on the stream, and this is the latest entry in a very long running series since the early 2000s, or even probably the mid to late 90s. I remember playing old installments of this, like early 2000s, when my brother had it. So this reminded me a lot of that same type of combat and management and things like that. It's really, really cool. You can go check it out on Twitch at, I believe it's KubaBro1919 is where you can find me on Twitch. And then I'll edit that stuff down and upload it to my YouTube channel, and so it'll be some VODs. But as with the case with being a new parent, I had to step out a few times to go handle parent things and all that, and then the last hour of the stream is just the pause screen, I think, because Noah was having just this meltdown, and had to change him and get him ready for bed, and then put him down. He was just ready for sleep, and then it took a little bit to get him put down. So yeah, so that was fun. So that's just part of the gaming life. I eventually came back in and closed it out. So there it is. But outside of Heroes, outside of Octopath, nothing too much going on. I have not started my journey to Vessel of Hatred. I'm a full expansion behind in the D4 world, so there we are. What about some dad life updates? What about some parenting updates? How about that?
Well, not a lot of parenting as much as just dad life. One daughter's about to graduate from Project Search this Thursday,
Nice.
which is helping her job search, and then another one's about to finish up her first year of college.
Nice.
It's all about to wrap
Congrats
all that
to
up.
both.
So,
congratulations
And she
to both.
she just had her recital.
yep,
I
she
saw
just
that.
had
I
her.
saw
Yep,
that.
yep, she had a flute ensemble performance last week. It was wonderful. It was really good stuff.
Cool. I trust that was a good performance, obviously.
It was. Yeah, very impressive.
You see any bass flute action?
Yeah.
No, you
And
didn't.
alto,
Really?
yep, bass flute, alto. I don't think they had any pick in there. Gracie, did they? Yeah, no piccolo.
No pick.
This time, which is okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Nice. Well, awesome. What
Yeah,
about you?
yeah. Oh, yeah. And one other thing, Gracie got accepted into nursing school.
Yeah,
So
cool.
she starts that this summer
Yeah,
at
congratulations.
University of Arkansas, Little Rock.
Nice.
Very proud of her. Not an easy task.
No, I couldn't even spell that.
Me either.
So
I still can't.
no, there
I'm
you go.
a good cheerleader though. Yay!
That's why they narrowed it to UALR.
I still can't spell that.
Neither can I.
It's okay. What about you, Tedder?
Man, we are full on like teething chaos and just every joy that comes with that. So, yeah, I mean, he'll come watch a couple of minutes of gaming, then he'll go off and run off and want to go outside constantly all the time, and then he'll just completely break down in tears and just be covered in slobber. And so, and everything he drinks, he's just doing it for the feeling on his teeth, and he'll immediately open his mouth and let it come all out. And
Nice.
so, yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Yep. I remember those days. They do end at some point, but God bless
Yeah,
you.
Yep.
So on our end, Noah's been doing pretty good. I don't remember if I shared this story last week, but he rolled off the bed
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
for the first time, and so that was scary. But he's fine. He's fine. No bump or nothing. So I mean, he after 5 seconds of almost crying, he started laughing. I think that's because we played it off as laughing. So crisis averted there. So that was cool. But he's not teething anymore. He still has his front 8. He started saying data, which I think I covered that last week. And then he most recently learned how to use a straw.
Oh, there we go.
So one of his little bottles has like the little sippy cup attachment on it, but it also has a straw attachment on it. So he's been using that and he loves it. And then we finally got to use that 3D pouch holder thing he printed out for us, Jarrett. And so we've been putting his fruit pouches and stuff in there, and he's been using it, and he likes it a lot. And he gets very angry when his pouches are empty. Very angry. When he's drinking his bottle, he'll drink and then I have to pull it out because sometimes he doesn't realize it's empty. And then once he learns that it's empty, he's very upset. I'm like, brother, you just had like 8 ounces. You're going to explode.
No, just go ahead and get used to it.
Yeah. But outside of that, no, he's been pretty good. Just trucking along. We're not quite crawling just yet, but I really feel like we're getting close to doing so. A little homie's going to be 10 months. I guess, on Mother's Day.
There you go.
That's the 10th, yeah. So, trying to plan that out for Nicole's first Mother's Day. It's going to be a very, very big day for her. Nothing else is really sticking out. He's just trucking along, being a baby, being a very active and happy baby and all that stuff. So it's very nice. Yeah. So I think that's all the report of dad life on my end that I got. Bottles suck. Washing bottles are not fun, especially if you wait until the thing is full and then finally you have to wash them all. And I realized I could put all those bottles in the dishwasher and do it, but I don't want to do that because I have to wait longer. So I just hand wash them. But when they're not kept up, it takes forever. And there's so many little pieces. It's so much. It's awful.
But I'm also going to point you back to an earlier episode when you were like, washing bottles by hand ain't that bad. It's okay.
And it's not if you're not doing 80 different parts at one time. But
10 months later, the circle continues. Never mind, it sucks.
Life update. Not for me. So, Nice updates, gentlemen. So this week's episodes, we're covering our DLC impressions for Diablo, talking about the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced reveal, just going over our PC struggles and some good news, and our end of year director hype. And then we'll get to the meat, the show us your game room. So, DLC impressions. And go. Jay, you first.
I don't know how much I can. This is probably going to be a Jarrett thing because I started Diablo and I haven't gotten too far into it. I almost feel like it's a little bit early for me to comment. But I know this summer it is on my agenda to spend a lot of time trying to get through Diablo. Hopefully with you guys doing this together. So, but I am curious to see what Jarrett's take is on it.
Speed level your alt character. Let's go.
Say goodbye to 36 hours of your life. That's what it's going to be.
Straight, right? We're going to do this straight.
We can.
Right? No breaks.
Do you want to? You better prepare your wives and your kids because if we do this, I'm going in.
36 hours. Can we finish the game in 36 hours?
We can.
Is it possible?
You be the judge.
But what I would say is that we probably need to spend like the first hour just speed leveling everybody to their max character and then just demolish everything and just focus on the storyline. I mean, if we really want to do this in 36 hours. Okay, so let's do Diablo story as a whole. First off, I mean, it is every bit of 30 hours to get through main campaign and both DLCs. The DLC one that they had, what was it?
Vessel of Hatred.
Vessel of Hatred. That one, I think I finished in 4 hours. It wasn't super long. This one took forever. I think it took me 12 hours to finish it. So, I mean, and what took so long is the fact that, like, it's so cinematic. I mean, Blizzard is really known for their cinematics, but dang, I mean, it is cinematic heavy. So, and it's great storyline. It really does wrap up the story. So at the end of the first campaign, you do 3 chapters. And at the end of it, like, there is a conclusion, but it's still an open-ended conclusion. So you're like, okay, there's more coming. And then you get to the first DLC, and again, there's another conclusion, but still it's kind of left on a cliffhanger. The end of this DLC, they slam the book shut and they tie up every single loose knot. And I mean, it is very, very clear. So the storyline is phenomenal. It's a great story. Gameplay, I'm still getting used to it. I mean, they've reworked all the characters, and that means that they've reworked the entire skill trees. I don't know if you've looked into that, Chris.
I have. I've seen snippets of that and been kind of following that.
Yeah,
I hear it's very well, like it's very much needed.
It is. Instead of having all those synergies, like where you had to go like, oh, let me do this and buff my character with this synergy over here and then this synergy over here, they just kind of streamlined it. But now instead of putting like, let's say that I'm going to use Blessed Hammer, right? Instead of only getting 5 levels in Blessed Hammer, now it goes up to 15 levels. So they streamlined the actions of all the characters, but they also made it to where you have to dump a lot of points into those. So like leveling up my character, it was like, do this. And then when you get here, the next 15 skill points are going to go into this one thing. Okay, now the next time, these 15 points are going to go here. So from a leveling standpoint, it was pretty boring, but it was also pretty easy. Like, oh, I gained a level. I know where to put that level. But from a gameplay aspect, I was like, ooh, I gained a level. Really didn't make my character much stronger. So I didn't really feel like gaining levels contributed to my gameplay.
Sure.
But as far as like, do I think the game's great? Yes. I just finished it 3 hours ago, 4 o'clock. So it was great. Now, post-campaign, what is that experience like? I haven't gotten started. I know they've reworked a whole lot of that to make it more enjoyable, so you don't just feel like you're randomly doing tasks. But I guess we'll see. The jury's still out on that one. But I finished the campaign of just the DLC. The max level went up to 70, and I finished the campaign at level 55. So, I mean, you can level pretty quickly. Yeah. But, I mean, if you wanted to do the campaign from level 1, you could, and your character would be maxed out before you get to, the end of the game. But you probably would struggle throughout the game of like, man, I feel under leveled for this boss fight or whatever.
Yeah. So I've heard, even though I haven't started Lord of Hatred and I'm still behind on Vessel of Hatred, as a fan of the base game, I really enjoyed the gameplay loop for that, and of course, I love the story. But Diablo is one of my favorite franchises, although I have not played Diablo 2. Which I will need to do, and I'll probably stream that and include that as YouTube content as well. But regardless, I just love the franchise. So it takes a lot for that particular series to do something I'm not a big fan of. But for D4, the gameplay loop, the combat, the story, everything just hits, and even like the end game stuff, like the post game content didn't bother me too much. Like I do wish some things were a little more organized, but that ties into what they've overhauled and what they've reworked for Lord of Hatred. So I'm excited to get into that, and with the war plans where you can really tailor the end game content to what you want to see. I think that's really cool. And the new revamped skill trees, and just the progression system. I think that'll be very interesting to experience. I didn't mind the base game progress and all that, but I'm really excited to see what that's all about. And hearing that the warlock class was really good. However, that it's most complex class to play, because it's more synergistic with what you use and how your layout and your builds are going to go. You have to really kind of be a little more thoughtful. But if you're putting in that kind of thought and effort, then I imagine it would be pretty easy for you to be OP as the warlock.
Yeah.
And then with the
now every time a world boss come up, I paused the campaign and went and did the world boss. Which meant I changed my world tier because I wanted higher quality stuff. So I changed it all the way up to penitent. But I would play the campaign on normal. So on normal, I really didn't struggle much. But boy, when I came back from doing the world boss, I forgot to change it back to normal, and it kicked my butt.
Yeah. So, and I think that's great because it's a real skill check thing, and I love the multiple difficulty tiers that they have, from normal to penitent. And I was a fan of this with Diablo 3, how they had all the different torment levels, up to like torment 16. So you could really push and challenge yourself if you really wanted to. I mean, this game can be as easy or as complex as you want it to be. And that comes with builds and armor and weapons and play style and things. So I think this is really accessible to gamers of all skill levels for this type of thing. So I'm really, really excited. It sounds like there's something for everybody. And it's not like a skill ceiling. There's not like a glass ceiling where it's like, well, I want to do all this fun stuff, but you're just not going to skill check. It's not going to gatekeep you from progressing. You can just adjust the difficulty slider or, whatever. So I dig it. I'm looking forward to getting into it.
Oh, yeah. It was
so
great.
would you agree that the new content is worth the price?
For me, I don't mind. Yeah. I mean, it was what, $50?
40, I think.
Yeah, $40. I mean, I think number one, we got 2 new characters, and so far I've enjoyed both those characters very much. Definitely completely different play styles than all the other characters, so it's not like I felt like it was a copy and paste and new skin. I felt like it was a completely different character play style, so that was fun. Which I'm doing the Blender Warlock, which is basically like, it's called the Death Claw, I think. Which basically
wrong series.
Right. But basically he just like at first you go blades right in front of you. But after you leveled up, it does like a pentagram of blades that circle around you. So people are nicknaming it the Blender Warlock. And basically it's in AoE heaven. You just walk up to a group of enemies and blender, and then you're done. So
That's awesome.
There's a minions version that I would like to run to see if I like that better. But that's a later time. But anyway, is it worth the price? Sure, I think so. I mean, again, that's subjective. So for me, I'll play the crap out of this. So yes, but for somebody that's just doing it for the campaign, maybe not. So
I could agree with that. The Diablo series isn't really known for having really beefy DLC story content anyway. I think they do that intentionally. I want to say I read it somewhere where they intentionally keep DLC story content limited to about 5 to 8 hours perhaps, on purpose, I think. And really the meat and bones of it, again, is in the extra content that you get from the expansion, like post-game stuff or, new classes or whatever. So I think the value you get out of this expansion for the price of $40, I mean, some people may scoff at it or whatever, but I mean, at that point, it's a decision of, am I just playing it for the campaign? Then at that point, you're like, well, you have to justify that. Or are you really going to dive into the extra stuff that it offers you, the new class? Are you going to experiment with the new classes? Are you really going to get into the new end game and the new dungeons and world bosses and new area? You're really going to explore and do all the side content, which I will give D4 specifically its flowers, and not just the campaign being interesting and fun, but the side quests they don't treat as just fodder things to do. That, like, the side quests, to me, in my opinion, are really interesting to do too. Like, they actually have like little mini stories there, and like it's fun for me. I'm actually invested. I'm not just trying to check a box and trying to get these tasks completed.
So yeah, and I felt the exact opposite. I didn't like the side content. I mean, if it
but
was,
you're not real well known for liking side content anyway in anything, are you?
I'm very much like the Jay Chipman of, like, when I'm playing Starfield, I got distracted with side content, and crap, there's a main campaign to jump in. I mean, we did the same thing with Avowed. I mean, you jump into side content, and you're like, oh crap, there's a main game to go back to. So, but Diablo, when I was doing the side content, I felt like the reward for the effort was not worth it. Whereas doing main content or doing post-game content was more beneficial than doing any of the exclamation mark side quest content. So
that's fair.
Now, is it well done? Sure, but I just
it's not your thing. Interesting. So, as far as classes and build, I'm assuming you're running the Blender Warlock. That's the class you chose to do for this expansion. I've heard that that they've really improved the Rogue class.
Yep, that's what I've heard too. And Necromancer apparently got a complete rework too. So I'll go back and I'll try other characters later. But right now I'm focusing on getting my Warlock up and trying to max it out.
Fun times. So Jay, you said you started your Diablo 4 journey. What class did you end up starting with?
If I can remember, was Barbarian one of them?
Yeah. Barbarian. You made a good choice.
Just the grunt. Get in there with the get your hands dirty.
Yep. Get smacked with a hammer.
I may start a new one. I mean, if we're going to do this summer, we probably need to be strategic in what each of us what classes we choose.
So I'm sure there's lots of fun triple combinations we can use.
Yeah, well, Chris is going to do the Paladin, so it doesn't really matter. Just whatever synergizes with Paladin.
No, I'll pick a class that's benefiting of us.
He'll choose the Paladin.
I will try what we need.
So do we all have to purchase the DLC content in order to be able to play all of it together?
To do
or
all
is it just
of
the
it,
host? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if we just want to do the first 3 chapters, I mean, we can get by with just having the main game. But in order to do both of the DLCs, which, I mean, if you buy one DLC, it gives you the other DLC. They did that.
That is worth mentioning. So if you were to buy the Lord of Hatred expansion right now for the low price of $40, that it's also going to give you Vessel of Hatred too. So
So
okay. So I mean that's
it's like $20 a piece. I mean, if you look at it that way, unless you bought it a year ago, the other one.
Yep. Just like we did.
It's going to be like what, $60 or whatever.
Worth it.
They were $40 each, so $80.
Oh yeah,
sweet.
Oot.
Well, I'm excited to hear that this 30-year-old franchise is still keeping us hooked, and it's even drawing in newer audiences. So that's good for me. That's good to hear. I'm excited to see where they go with this, because this is not the end of Diablo for sure.
No.
So moving on, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. How do we feel about the Resynced Black Flag?
I mean, I wasn't super hyped about it until I saw it. And then after seeing it, I'm a little bit more excited. Like, I'll play it, especially if it comes to Game Pass. But if it doesn't come to Game Pass, I'm going to have difficulty buying this game.
Sure.
I watched the video. It's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hands down. I think they've fixed some mechanics.
Yes.
Modernized the game in a way.
Yes.
I personally would have liked to have seen like an HD high-end version or a remake of the Desmond Miles part
Trilogy.
of the franchise. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally, those are the first games that I played. They're so old now. I say they're so old. I don't know how many years, like 15 plus 20 years ago, right? When I would love to see, a remaster of those to a certain degree. Again, I'm with Jared. I don't even know if I would buy those if they weren't on Game Pass. I have this I don't know, I have this struggle with purchasing remastered games. Because I know I know everything about the game already. They're just remastering it, making it, as we were talking about, fixing the mechanics, making it beautiful in a way for modern systems. But I would be more psyched about a new Assassin's Creed game. Was it Hex or whatever? That's
Hex is still coming this at the end.
And
of the
I don't
year,
know. There's something about that still hasn't really latched onto me yet. I guess I need to do more research into that game to see if it's something that I really want to do.
They haven't really announced much of it, so
right, it's hard to find. It seems like they're keeping it kind of
real close
under wraps, maybe.
Yeah. And I think I want to say I saw a little quip about they're in the process now of changing a major mechanic of that game. Like they're removing a certain element from the game based off of feedback from other things and like the most recent Assassin's Creed games that wasn't really well received. So I think they're retooling it or something like that. That could have been a random rumor, or I could have read something incorrectly or something like that. But I don't know. Hexed seems interesting enough. So for those of you in the audience that are not very familiar with Resynced, so it's Black Flag remastered, but they're also enhancing a lot of it and changing a lot of the things on there. And just a quick rundown, they're expanding story arcs for characters such as Blackbeard, who plays a major role in the game. You can recruit ship officers that carry unique perks per individual. They have a crouch anywhere stealth system now. I guess it's been a long time since I've played this game, but I guess that wasn't a thing back then either. They've improved the naval combat, which was kind of divisive when it first released. And new destructible dynamic weather environments.
Right here. That's the one thing that turned me off about that game. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
That's why it doesn't rank in my top 3 at all.
I remember.
But did you see that? I think that now it's kind of like autopilot. The ship can sail itself while you fight, man the cannons and all that kind of stuff, which honestly, I might want to play that. It was just too much. It was too much going on for me for the naval battles.
Sure.
If I could skip those, if I could just fast forward over those naval battles, I would be much happier with that game.
Yeah.
So looking at combat and stealth, I'm reading here that they're adding a defense bar to enemies. So it's to encourage more strategic combat beyond just parrying.
Yeah.
And it's adding new types of visceral takedowns. Again, the crouch anywhere button and a dive anywhere mechanic for stealthy water approaches. Observe mode enhances eagle vision to track targets. For the naval gameplay specifically, you're getting new secondary weapons for your Jackdaw ship, including shrapnel barrels for disabling sails, officer system we just talked about, ship customization. You can add stuff. You can get new sea shanties, which I thought were really cool to collect, and the ability to have a cat or a monkey pet aboard.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the cat, I'm like, well, maybe I'll play this game.
Yeah. So I remember really enjoying Black Flag when it initially
I did too.
Released. I don't think the naval combat was my cup of tea. Like Jay was talking about, like there's just too much to manage at one time. And it, between steering the ship and firing here and making sure you aim here, and like it was a lot to do at once. Too many balls in the air. So I think that was kind of lower on my list of likes. I still liked it because that was a game I really wanted to complete, and I think there would have been some legendary ship battles or something towards the end of that, but I never got to it. But the exploration and the sea shanties and like the story and all that kind of stuff was really cool too. But so I'm excited, but I'm with y'all. If this doesn't come to Game Pass, I'm not gonna buy it because I've already played it. I know the story. I've already done the thing. And I kind of fit in the same boat as y'all with remasters. It's really hard sell on me personally if I'm going to buy a remastered game. It has to be a game that I truly just like it was like game defining for me, or very defining in my nerdy life for me to have to for me to want to rebuy that kind of thing. Not to mention they're gutting the entire modern day story for Black Flag as well. I do remember reading that. So
and we're gonna have to speed up a little bit because I know Jay's got to jump off in about 20 minutes.
All right, so moving on. Let's go to our PC struggles and good news. What is this all about? Driver updates gone wrong, random crashes.
Yes, guys, tell me about your PC struggles. Because I own a Mac. I can't relate. I used to be able to relate 20 years ago, but...
Well, Chris has really good news. He was able to get his capture card working.
First.
Yeah, so my buddy Phil gave me his external capture card. It's an Elgato HD60S that he's had for a while, and he ended up getting a new one, and so he just gave me that one. And it's been sitting in my drawer for a year and a half, 2 years now. And so here recently I decided, well, I want to try to use it because I want to see if I can't stream my PS5 games or whatever, HDMI sourced console that I want. Because I really want to get back into streaming a little bit, especially with summer coming up and creating YouTube content and whatever, and contributing more to our Gaming Daddies content for that. So I was messing around with it. It had a slight learning curve only because I've never used anything like that before. But once I got it figured out and adjusted a little menu setting in my PS5, then it worked like a charm. It's very plug and play friendly. So if you're using external cards, and I would imagine the internal capture cards, Elgato would be the way to go, only because it's super plug and play friendly, it seems, but that's my only experience with it. So it would work. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is I have my monitor here, but I also have a TV that I use as a secondary monitor over here. The monitor I'm using is a LG, but it uses a DisplayPort connection, and my TV uses the HDMI, but there's not a DP DisplayPort connection for the external cards. So I'm trying to navigate how I want to do that for improvements in the future. Go for it.
So mine's the exact opposite. So a buddy of mine, Brendan, got me a 4K capture card. It's Blackmagic, and I mean Blackmagic's a good brand. But man, it took me forever to figure out how to get this thing in here, and then I finally figured out how my PC had an open port. So I finally got it into the PC, and it's an internal card, so it's not as plug and play friendly. But I got it in, and I had to go find the serial number so I could get the make and model and all that stuff. Anyway, finally got the drivers in, got it up installed, opened it up, nothing. And so I was like, okay, maybe I just don't know which port goes to what. So I started playing around because it has 3 ports. It's got an HDMI in, an HDMI out, and then it has a DVI port. And so I was like, well, maybe I'm just using the wrong HDMI port. And then I was like, well, maybe it's because I use a switch for my consoles. And so I unplugged the switch and ran PS5 straight to it. Man, the best thing I got was a flicker of the complete PS5 screen, and that's about all I could get. So anyway, we think that it's a bad card, and so
that actually reminds me. In the PS5 has a setting inside the system the system settings called HDCP, and you have to disable that. I don't know if you've already done that.
I have not.
Okay, so that was the issue I was having. So when I first plugged in my capture card, I wouldn't get picture from my PS5, which is what I was using. So I was like, what is, like, the system was on, and I would unhook it and plug it in, and the system was on, I would get picture. But when I plugged it in through the capture card, it wouldn't work. And so I read, and there's a setting inside the system settings. So I had to go into the system settings, and there's something called HDCP that's automatically enabled. You have to disable that in order for it to work through a capture card system to get picture. So you might try that.
Okay.
Once I did that, it was Gucci. It was perfect.
I may try that tonight before I get done. We'll see. Yeah. I may go ahead and trade with Brendan and see what other options too. But anyway, okay. Anyway, that's my biggest issue. Other than that, my PC's been great. I don't know how to PC yet, so I really have not jumped into the PC games yet. So, I mean, that's definitely a summer thing with Baldur's Gate. And I'm going to get OBS, and I'm going to stream Baldur's Gate and probably stream Diablo as well. So,
why don't you just ask Siri? Aren't you like an Apple user or something? Be like, hey Siri, how do I PC?
I tried.
Then it would probably explode because you're asking it to PC instead of Mac.
Yep, I tried to I tried to ask my PC how to PC, and my PC was just like, boo-ga-doo-ga-doo, I don't know what to do.
Oh, I get it because it's not a Mac.
Yeah, because I mean that's literally what PC stands for. So
you suck.
You know, this argument reminds me of the old commercials from back in the early 2000s of, "Hey, I'm a PC and I'm a Mac."
We're bringing it back.
I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember those or not.
I remember those.
Good times.
So you bring up OBS. Like I was Twitch streaming yesterday, and so I've been playing around in OBS and relearning how to do it. And I remembered that I have DaVinci Resolve, so I can use that to edit my videos to upload. So in OBS, I was like, man, because when I would stream the box, on my camera, it would show my background. I'm like, I really don't want to. I have like a green screen thing that I put together and all that stuff, and I was like, I really don't want to mess with that. I somehow ended up figuring out that NVIDIA, which if you have an NVIDIA graphics card in your system, has software that you can download that is a background removal, and it automatically removes it as if you had a green screen behind you, and it works well with OBS. So I've discovered that. So that was awesome for me. As if you can tell, my camera is more wide view now because I've adjusted settings on that, so it's not so up close, so I can do fun things, and it's just been fun messing around with all that again and getting back into the OBS party, which is really easy. And from what I remember, DaVinci is also a really, really awesome, easy, user-friendly editing tool, so I'm excited to get back into that as well.
Yeah, I got to get into that side of things. I haven't really delved into it, so we'll see. That'll be a project this month. So
yeah.
Anyway, all right, we can move on. I've had
end of year director hype, boys. So how's the end of year treating you?
Our spring concert's over, so we can breathe easy.
Yeah.
We don't have a graduation to play for any longer after the last couple of years, which has been kind of nice. Now we recorded it and it's played back at graduation. So really the only thing that we have left is high school band awards this week. And then we start getting back into competition mode the following week.
Nice. So our spring concerts are this coming Tuesday. And we do our awards, like our recognition stuff during the concert. So after Tuesday, we're dunsies. And Wednesday, I've decided to get back into competition mode. So we'll combine both bands back together, and then we're diving right on in. Percussion's going to go away and go figure out what they're going to play for the fall. And doing it differently this year. So I'm not doing like an audition, I guess, but just kind of moving kids around based on their interest and seeing how they gel and jive together and figure out what that's going to be like. So I guess we'll assign them that way. And then I'm almost locked in on the show I'm going to do. And we've got trips. End of year trips is the big thing coming up now. Bowling on Friday, Magic Springs, and then Six Flags and that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, we got 2 weeks, I think. This is the last full week of normal stuff, and then they start semester tests at the very end of next week, and then we're off. We're done.
Yep, that sounds like our schedule.
Yeah, but we got 3 full weeks of school.
We're done by Memorial Day, I think, or the Thursday
that's 3 weeks
before
away.
Memorial Day. Is it 3 weeks away?
Yep.
Yeah.
So this week, next week. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, so about 2.5 weeks.
We're done. Our 22nd is our last day, assuming there's no snow between now and the end of school.
Well, now that you've said it, it's going to happen.
Yeah, Jay.
Way to go, Jay. Paraflam or whatever the kids say nowadays.
Ronan hasn't been sick in a while.
Man, Ronan hasn't been sick.
And we were in his car. There was no wood to knock on. So anyway.
So what are we excited for coming up?
What are we excited for? Games, more games, and
summer.
Hopefully,
bring it on.
Hopefully, some kind of bonus that would be nice. But probably not going to happen. But
are you handing us out bonuses, Tedder? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Jay,
everybody gets a bonus.
We're getting bonuses.
Yeah, I think he's talking about the Patreon. We're about to split that up 3 ways, right?
No.
25 cents is 25 cents, boys.
Hey. Okay, how about I deduct how much it costs me to do the editing software?
All right, so let's get to this awesome new segment that Tedder came up with called "Show Us Your Game Room."
Heck yeah!
Show us your game room.
All right, the end of the day. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, whose room are we starting with?
You can
I'll
probably
start us
start
off.
with mine since it's so trashy.
Yeah, same. Oh my God.
Okay, well, we'll start with mine so they know what to expect. Okay. Fit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Okay, so
Look at that.
this is our game room.
It's like
now,
you never
mind
play
you,
on it. It's so clean and
This is like an
oh
IKEA
no, see
room
this
setup.
this is where the door is hiding a whole bunch of trash. It's like the I purposely
all
took the
behind you
videos.
in the
I
camera.
purposely took the video to make sure that or the pictures to make sure all the trash was hidden. Some strategic cropping, if you will.
Right.
Hey, this looks like an
I like it,
ad
though.
out of like
It's
Better
clean,
Homes.
Right.
It's better than mine.
So anyway, I mean, this is what we do. I mean, obviously I have my PC area in the middle, and then I have my console area where we have the little bitty chair couch, and then all of our stuff is displayed. And then if you can see behind me in the picture, you know, that's the back of our gaming room. So anyway, it's nice. It's planned out. Ellen's crafting area is on the left here, and that's why I can't show that because it is just a hot mess express.
Wow. Them's fighting words is what that sounds like. Hold on, go back up to your setup here. I love how you have the menu screen for Diablo 4 just nice and positioned.
It's like he's dropping some hints, you know.
Well, that's Diablo, and then I have Baldur's Gate on the PC running. So, I know.
Look
those
at you,
are the two games
gaming.
that are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's not what I'm doing. But those are the two games that we have ready to go at any time. So, and of course Diablo, I've been, you know.
I do
pushing as much time as I could.
I do like the color setup. I love the color scheme of the room. I love how nice and clean and like modern future it is. Like it's very, very nice. It's very
some people RGB it up, and I'm just I RG white it up. I just like the white light. But I do like I don't do the colors. I don't do rainbows, and I don't do all the like fancy light like. Now, okay, I do in the little thing that's behind me because there's only one setting. It's cheapo. It's like $10.
It's only one color.
Literally, I plug it in and that's what it does.
So it's a normal light. It's a light.
No,
it does what
I'm talking about the thing in the corner back here.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about too.
It's not one light. It's like purple, blue, and teal.
Oh,
and it just
I see the rainbow puke now. I see it. I remember now.
Gosh.
Okay.
This is why I don't invite you to the parties. Okay. Anyway, that's our gaming room. Let's move on to Jay's gaming room.
It's known as the living room. You can see my 55-inch TV with the Series X is eloquently hidden behind the TV there. I don't know if you can see that next to the gaming controller, but you can't see it. And then there's a switch off to the right there. I think it's a Switch 1 case with nothing in it. Actually, the Switch might be in there. That's my son's that he's trying to sell. If it keeps sitting there much longer, I'm just going to confiscate it.
Yep.
As you should.
Yep. And that's pretty much it. As you can see, I play a lot of college football. That's the latest thing there.
Is that a first generation Wii right there in the middle?
Absolutely.
Okay,
good call. Good catch. Hasn't been turned on in a while.
No,
I think it still works. You can see the what do you call it? The motion bar. It's not even centered right there. Shame on me. It's just kind of sitting underneath it there, kind of off to the left. Anyway, moving on. Second pick is my LV everything else room. So that's going to be the iMacs on the right, the extensions on the left, and my studio monitors and two microphones. I have a condenser and a what do you call it? Dynamic microphone. Yeah, I've got all the things.
Yeah.
That's where I do a lot of like studio editing, and whether it's video or audio.
Yeah.
That's it's not the gaming room. Obviously, it's a Mac. It's not going to be a gaming room. I mean, it could be. I mean, at first glance, you could look at that and go, "Oh, he's got the two monitors. He can game in there." Nope.
That's what that was my initial impression. I was like,
don't try it.
Setup.
Anyway, and then of course off to the left there is my 61 key keyboard that you can't see with a towel on it to keep dust getting into it behind the chair.
Oh,
with the purple towel.
Hey,
you can see I haven't played that in a while.
That's a nice cover. That's also the same strategy we used when we got the Red Ring of Death on our Xboxes, our Xbox 360s. You wrap it in a towel and you turn it on and let it heat up for an hour.
Nice. I thought you were going to say put it in a bag full of rice or something like that.
No, you didn't. You weren't supposed to do that. It would burn it up. Anyway, but that was what the internet told you. You know, if you get the red ring of death, just put it in there because it was a heat sink issue on the.
So just overheat it on purpose.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
It'll fix
So
itself.
overheat it and it would melt it back. No, that didn't work. If anything, it fried up the system. But
right.
Can't tell you how many people
a wild
wrapped
place,
it up.
Man.
Anyway, all right, Chris, your turn.
Last but not least,
this is bad.
That's the wrong picture from your wedding, by the way.
Yeah, I love that picture.
No, I said that's the wrong one.
Don't worry, I'll put the correct one up by next week. Thank you. So here's my gaming setup. It's terrible, man. I need to fix it, and I really need to get moved into my new gaming area because this room, my office, is going to be Noah's room. And so Nicole and I are going to combine rooms in her craft room, and that's going to eventually be my new gaming setup in addition to being a craft room for her. So you can see my dual monitor setup, my LG, in the center there, and then my Samsung TV off to the left, which I love as my second monitor. Of course, the well-placed Dr. Pepper can. My nice fancy little microphone that old Jarrett gifted me, which I'm very appreciative of. I like this mic a lot, actually. It's really nice.
So can you change the colors from orange to something else, or is it stuck on orange?
That's red.
Or red?
Yeah, I think it's just static red. Yeah. So
like
I got my
mine's blue. So
yeah. I got the PS5 set up here for now, and then my tower over here off to the right next to that with the glass side settings. So you can see all the pretty things. It's all blacked out because I like consistency, and I don't like RGB puke. So there it is. And then in the bottom section, the bottom picture there is my a TV stand that was gifted to me by Tedder a long time ago. I'm still surprised I still have some of this furniture from you.
Collecting some game systems, huh?
Yeah, so this is where my console collection is for now, and don't mind the blank space. I was freaking out because when I took this picture, I was like, man, that's awfully weird that I have a blank spot there. There was something there, and so I'm going through my mental checklist, and I was like, holy crap, my Nintendo 64 is not there. And so I'm thinking this thing got like swiped, or it's like I misplaced it even though I haven't touched it since I bought it, like type thing. And so it's actually behind my Super Nintendo. So it's since been moved back to its original spot.
And is that a guitar? Do you play guitar?
So off to the side here, I have my three
Guitar
guitars.
Hero.
I have my acoustic, my Fender acoustic, my Fender knockoff. I forget what brand it is actually. It's a Squier. It might be a Fender Squier. Electric, and then my bass guitar right behind that as well. And I love picking and stuff, so it's nice. But yeah, there's the console collection. You can see I have some cymbals in between my desks and the entertainment center there. Why I have random cymbals there, I don't know. I also have a random snare drum over here too. Even though I'm not a percussionist, so there we are. Yeah, so all my little console collections, my mini consoles, PS4, PS2, behind the DS, SNES, Nintendo 64, 360 Elite, and the Wii U. Both of the other Switches are in the living room, and our Wii is in my closet. Yeah, so I'm trying to get all that taken care of. That's my game room. It's nice and organized.
Well, if you weed in the closet, Chris, you should probably clean that up.
And with that, folks,
keep it classy.
Get out. Love the game rooms, gentlemen, as we bring this conversation back full circle.
Yeah, so I guess the question now is, what would you add if you could add something?
I've been really thinking about getting like I don't know I think it's like an entertainment center type thing, but it's like individual cubicles within it.
Yeah.
And so I can like position all my consoles that I collect in there, so it's better displayed. And
sure.
I think that's it. Eventually get a matching LG monitor to go with this one.
Sure.
Maybe some RGB lights or something. That's just, I don't know. What about you, Jay?
Yeah, I gotta get some cable management going on. I've got cables running everywhere.
Yeah.
Same. It's bad.
I mean, I just need a second monitor for my PC so that I can actually stream while also playing, because doing it on one monitor just sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, cool.
Anyway, awesome, guys.
What's the real quick? What's the dream addition you would have into your room if money were no object?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
man, honestly, if I can get the monitor, I've pretty well got my dream set up. I mean, there's a few things that I'd like to change out layout wise, or efficiency wise. Like, I would like to make it a little bit more comfortable where it's easier to get to. And then, like, if we had another room to move Ellen's crafting to like a crafting room, so I'd have a dedicated PC space as opposed to a very cramped PC space, I would do that. But yeah, I think just another monitor and we'll be good. Maybe some more lighting so that it's not so dim. I mean, it's not dim per se, but I would like a little bit more well lit. But I don't use big lights. I don't like big lights.
Yeah.
So, like Chris, you have big light on.
I usually just have his lamp on and not the big light. I just didn't switch it.
Yeah, but when we go over there and you have big light on while we watch TV, it burns. It burns the skin.
It burns the skin. What about you, Jay? If money were no object, what would be the dream addition for your room?
I think I would delve back into the PC world if money was no object. I think I would. Let's go in and get the Mac Daddy. What is it? The 5000 series.
Oh,
Let's go, man. Let's drop a few grand in there. And if money was no object,
a few grand.
Why not? I mean, if money's no object, somebody said, "Hey, Jay, there's 10 grand. Here's 10 grand. Go build your system." I'd go, okay, let's get online and go build this puppy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. I don't see myself getting back into PC gaming, but then I see Hayden playing on his, and, he's got a little bitty monitor. I mean, his monitor is probably maybe a 19-inch, I think. Maybe a 21. It's not terribly small, but I mean, it's super resolution 4K and all the resolution that he can. I think he has maybe, what is it, a 3090?
That would make sense.
And it looks incredible, even for a 3000 series. It seems like they keep coming up with all these new graphics cards that are supposed to be so much better than its predecessor, but I keep losing track of. All of these higher numbers don't always mean better cards.
Exactly.
Sometimes they have the Essential series or whatever. Exactly. And I guess it's the 90. It's whatever, like 3090, 4090. Is that right? Am I?
Yeah, you're on the right track.
Yeah. I mean, those type of things are. I don't know. I mean, and it seems like his card has AI in it as well for frame rates and things like that. That I don't really understand how all that works, but he's getting all kinds of 160 plus frames a second. Of course, he's a competition gamer.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, he needs low ping and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
who doesn't like low
for me,
ping?
I don't know. I wouldn't need all that horsepower because I'm a single player campaign guy.
Yeah.
Or co-op. Like if we're doing Diablo together, it's about working together, on a mission or something.
Yeah. I would agree.
There you go.
I mean, I have a 3070, and so no, I have a 4070. So I mean, it's okay, but I'm not going to be 4K gaming on it. So if I want to delve into the 4K world, I'm going to have to upgrade my graphics card. So
yeah, I like my 3060 Ti. It does what I need it to do. There it is. All right, buds.
Yeah, short and specific. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Ooh, it's bedtime. All right, thanks for hanging out with us on today's episode of Gaming Daddies. Don't forget, you can catch the audio version of the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want the full video version so you can check out our gaming setups for yourself, you can head over to youtube.com/@GamingDaddies podcast and join the fun. If you'd like to support the show and help us take it to the next level, consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/GamingDaddies. Huge shout out to our amazing supporters, Sean Donahue and Clay Taylor. You keep us going, and we couldn't do it without you. Until next time, this has been Gaming Daddies, and we'll see you in the game.
Peace out.